Hello, hello! Let's talk eyeshadow! Okay, so let me just tell you the naked truth about eyeshadow and getting it on your eyes so it looks amazing. Okay? Little trick here. Do not listen to beauty gurus. Oh, I just told you not to listen to me. Well, the professionals and their tutorials online, okay? You don't just go and find any old video saying this is how you should do your eyeshadow, and if you do it just like this, it's gonna come out perfect, because guess what? It's not. I'm gonna tell you right now the truth about eyeshadow. One, you can learn all the tips and tricks out there, okay? Without practice, you're not going to master it. You have to practice, guys. That age-old saying, practice makes perfect, it applies here, okay? Number two, if you're doing it just like that beauty guru that you found online, chances are her eye shape is different than your eye shape. Guess what? My eye shape is probably different than your eye shape. So if you do exactly what I do, it may not look right on you. And the reason for that is we all have different eye shapes. Okay, so my eyes, they are hooded, but I also have a lot of eyelid. So I've got two of those things, you know, I've got the eyelid, the massive eyelid, and the hood. Okay, so I have to take that into consideration. Also, my eyes, they like teardrop here, but they turn down up here. So I've got teardrop and turn down. Okay, fabulous. So you gave me all these tricks about teardrop eyes, but then I've got these turn downs over here on the top lid, so now it no longer applies. Okay, so you have to figure out what works for you. Take in all the tips and tricks, okay? So I guess you're kind of listening to them. You're going to take in all your tips and tricks, and you're going to apply those tips and tricks to your eye shape. Take your own personal face into consideration when trying these makeup things, okay? Big deal, okay? Pay attention to you, not them. They're just there to help you learn a few tips and tricks and maybe some things that you may not have thought about. That's what I'm here for, to help you think outside the box, right? And to get that look that you are so wanting to produce, right? I'm here to help you get that. But you can't copy exactly what I do, because my eyes are different than your eyes, and her eyes are different than her eyes, and for infinity, nobody's got the same face. So take your eye shape into consideration and you will be golden. Find the tips and tricks. In fact, I've got a few to share with you as well. For example, hooded eyes. You want to stay away from the shimmer colors, okay? You want matte. Matte is going to be your friend, because if you use shimmer colors, it brings attention, it brings light. So if your eyes are kind of closed and you want to make them more open, guess what? Use the shimmer colors to bring it out. If you've got hooded eyes, use the matte colors. Also, depending on the shape of your eye, that will depend on how you apply the colors. So today, I'm just going to demo what I do. Okay, and you could take it, you could tweak it. But we're going to use one of my favorite palettes. It's Addiction palette number 2. And it's got all these fun, like, grays and blacks and very cool colors. I love those cool colors. They are so amazing. I'm also going to use this little duet in this shade right here. Okay, you can also get a single, like, compact or whatever, such as these individuals. But I like to start with a very nice solid base for my eyes. And Suit, that's the color of this color, is actually like really great for my eyes because it's very close to my natural color. And that's what you want to do. You want to put a nice solid base of the closest thing to your natural color on your eyes. Now, I've already primed my eyes with foundation and concealer and primer, because I did all of that when I did my foundation. But now I'm just kind of sealing in that prime, right? With that really nice soft shadow base. And the reason for that is blendability. Okay, you want to be able to blend your shadows, and that is true across the board, unless of course you're doing a cut crease or, you know, something very, very dramatic. It's pretty true across the board. You want to be able to blend your shadows. So I just put that base color all over my lid. And you always want to try to start with the lighter colors first. Now, there are times where I want to start with the darker colors first because I'm going for a more dramatic, smoky look. And I like to use the dark colors to blend out and then into lighter colors, which is very different. Not a lot of people are going to tell you to do that. And it is kind of tricky, and that is something that I've been practicing with since I was a teenager. So I have tons of practice doing it that way. If you're new to this and just starting out, definitely my tip to you is start with the lighter colors, work your way up to the darker colors, and always remember to use as little pigment as possible. It is so much easier to add more than it is to take away. So with that said, we're going to start with my favorite color, which is Honorable, right here. Also remember, tools make all the difference, okay? Don't be using your fingers. If you want to use your fingers, it's fine. No judgment here, but I strongly suggest that you get away from using your fingers as tools. Just saying. So let's start with Honorable, which is a very light brownish gray taupe color. It kind of matches the darkness of my lids because I'm a mama and I don't sleep a lot, so I get these big dark circles all around here. And my kids are older, guys. Like, really, there should be no reason for it. So what I do is I start with the crease and the corner. And I just kind of bring it up and around like so. And again, this is a matte color because I do not want to add any highlight. I always, when I do use highlight, I always wait for the very last step because I don't want to blend any of that shimmer color into places that I don't want people seeing. Okay, so I don't want to draw attention to my hood, you know, so matte, mattify that. And we are going to kind of do my signature look, which is kind of like a half smoky eye. So same thing, I just kind of come in here. We'll add a little bit more. I don't think I got quite enough. I go about halfway across my lid, and I like to keep it kind of like a circle, half moon type all across here. And I try to blend as I go. So I use the same brush that I have. I don't add anything else. And I just kind of go in and I start blending and just making it soft because we want that soft look. Even though I don't use natural colors per se, I do like that gradual change of color. I find it to be very sweet, soft. It's what I like. And that's another key, guys. Do what you like. If you like it, there's nothing wrong with it. Be happy with what you're wearing. So I feel like we're going to do a little bit more. We're just going to bring it kind of across the lid a little bit. Just a little bit more. And yes, I'm using a very thick, soft, very soft brush. And I'm just applying a little bit at a time and blending. And blending. Because that is my transition-ish color. Now, I tend to like to do like 3 different transition colors. And if you could see with the hood, you want to come up, like when your eyes are open, you're going to want to come up just past where the hood is. Because that's going to help give your eye a little bit more definition. And I do have a chart for different types of eye shapes. And the suggested way to apply your shadows. So please take that into consideration. Don't copy it just like me because I'm doing what looks good for my eyes. Remember, you have to do what looks good for your eyes. And of course, there's always do what you like. Do what you love. If you love the way you look, then nothing else matters, guys. Nothing, seriously. I'm gonna go ahead and give my brush a quick clean because I did not make sure that was done before I started recording. Then I just use this awesome little brush cleaner. I just give it a quick little spray, rub it onto a clean paper towel, and I just get all that gunk out. This brush cleaner is amazing. I love it so much. It is my lifeline. And then it's ready to go. It's ready to go. As soon as I get all the product out of the brush, it's not wet, it's not moist, it's not damp, it's not gonna leave streaks. It's amazing. So, now with that said, we're gonna go ahead and come in here with the other matte color, which is this dark color right here called Cocky. Okay, now I'm still using an angled brush, but I'm using a much, much smaller angled brush, okay? So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna give it a little tap. I always knock off the excess like this because you don't want it too clumpy when you first go in, because like I said, it's really hard to take care of what is too much. So what I like to do is I angle up here at the corner into that crease, okay? Then I come across like this. So I do this really weird like check mark, okay? And then I blend the color out like this. And I blend the color up like this. And you can always go back in and put more if you desire a darker shade, or if you need, you know, it to go a little bit further. But for me, I'm quite happy with, I've got the hiccups. I'm quite happy with that look right now. So I just come in like this. Just blend and blend and blend. Now I'm going to go in with the other side. Same thing. I'm going to angle it up. I'm going to bring it through the crease. And then we're going to come across and up and out. Because I want to get above where my hood is. So if you've got weird hooded shaped eyes like me, where they're hooded and you've got all this, then you can do it like I do it. But remember, take your own eyes into consideration. Your eye shape is unique to you. It's what makes you beautiful. Embrace it. Don't try to copy what everybody else is doing. Make it your own. I feel like teaching people eyeshadow is the hardest thing to do because everybody's got different shaped eyes. You could take the same basic principles and use it on 4 different people with 4 different eye shapes, with 4 different, you know, and you're gonna get completely different looks. And I love that. I honestly love that. So I've blended pretty well with my pigmented brushes. Now I'm gonna go in with my blending brush, okay? It's a clean blending brush, doesn't have any product on it whatsoever, and I'm just gonna go in and I hold it way out here because I want a very light touch, and I'm just gonna kind of go in small circles, little windshield wipers, because I want that really soft and kind of gradual. Okay, really soft, really gradual. Same thing here. Soft and gradual. Boom. Let's do a little bit right here too. And this is kind of more of a windshield wiper. We're just taking and blending. Taking and blending. There we go. Okay. Now, I like to do a little bit of a smoky eye. So we're going to take that color that we were just using, that Cocky color, and we're just going to come down and we're going to keep it really tight on the lid about halfway across our eye. Like so. Got a little bit in my eye. Actually, I didn't get the product in my eye. I got the brush in my eye. There we go. Be a little bit more on this side. Okay, just like so. Now I'm going to take the darkest color of this palette. It's called Peppy. Again, it is a matte color because matte colors work great for me. I'm just going to do a little bit here in the corner. We're going to kind of go along just the lash line, and we're just going to blend up. And out. And just a little teensy bit. Same thing over here. Lash line, bottom and top, just a bit, and then blend up and out. I'm gonna add a little bit more here. Okay, now I'm going to take a flat rounded brush and I am going to add a little bit, just a little bit of this darker shimmery color, Hopeless. And I'm just going to take it just a teensy bit. You just want a teensy little bit on your, and we're going to go right in the center. We're just going to pat that in, and then we're going to come out towards the center, the crease. All right, sorry about that. I got a phone call. So hopefully that didn't mess us up too much. So like I said, you just go in there and you pat that color. And the reason for that, we're doing the dark color, is we want that gradient look. So we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to pat that in. Like so. Maybe add a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to use the lighter silver color in Romantic right here. And I'm going to actually use a smaller rounded brush. And we're going to clean that one too, because it's got some brow palette on it. So we got to get that off. There we go. I love my spray, guys. This spray is amazing. You just give a little spray to your brush, wipe it on a paper towel or a washcloth, and you just wipe it off. And then as soon as it's off and all the product is off, it is ready to go. It is not wet, and you can just go right into putting the color. So now we're going to take this lighter color and we're just going to do the corner right here. See how that really opens the eye up? Same thing on this side. And then what I do is I take my blending brush and I just real soft, real small movements, because I don't want too much of that shiny to get into my darker matte colors, and I just blend out so that those shimmery colors blend together. Let's see, I think I need a little bit more near the lid on this side. So we're going to just kind of bring it in here, keep it really close to the lash line. Like I said, always start with a little bit and add more if needed. Then go back, lightly blend. I feel like we maybe need just a little bit more of that darker shimmer color on this side right here. Just right here in the center. And again, just softly blend. I got another phone call. It's that time where all these people start calling me. I need to upgrade and stop doing my videos on my phone. Or, you know, just put it on like airplane mode. So that is the finished product for the eyeshadow. I will be doing a tutorial on how to complete the look with eyeliner and lashes. So thank you guys so much for watching and being patient with all those interruptions. I hope you guys have a great one. Thanks. Bye.